Hey guys, James here. This is my FTX exchange tutorial. FTX is a low-cost crypto exchange with fiat on and off ramps, meaning you can deposit and withdraw to your bank as long as your bank supports it. In this video, we'll go through getting set up on FTX exchange, ID verification, deposits and withdrawals, how to trade crypto on the exchange, and some other important features on the platform. Check out the timestamps below if you need to skip to a section, and also if you want to sign up and start trading, you can get a 5% discount on your trading fees forever if you use a referral link, so just use that link in the description below. FTX.com or FTX.US if you're in the States is an exchange that requires identity verification. So if you want to send in some fiat currency like dollars, pounds or euros, you can do that, but you do need to give your ID over. Once you've logged into the site, you'll see buttons that ask for your ID wherever you go. If you can't see them, just come up to settings right here. Then on the left-hand side, you can see ID verification and you can put in your ID documents. You can see on screen what you're going to have to do. You'll have to put in your address, where you live, your legal name, the one that matches your ID documents, and the same one that matches a bank. Otherwise, FTX won't allow those fiat withdrawals and deposits. So the information you give them and the information on your bank has to be the same. You can use a passport, national ID, or driving license. And for me, it took around 5 minutes to get everything in, and also the confirmation that the documents were accepted from FTX. Once you have everything accepted, you can come over to your security. FTX also limit withdrawals and deposits if you don't have two-factor authentication on your account. I've already added it right here. You can see 2FA or two-factor authentication. You can set up a hardware key, so something like YubiKey. I'll leave the link below in the description to YubiKey on Amazon if you want to go ahead and buy that. But you don't need to buy anything. You can actually download Google Authenticator for free, get it on your phone. All you have to do is scan the QR code on your FTX account and it will set up that 2FA. So each time you log in, you'll have to authorize that with Google Authenticator. We can also look at the fees that FTX charges. For the spot market, you can see the maker fee is 0.02% and the taker fee is 0.07%. I'll explain what maker and taker fees are later on in the video when we get to trading some cryptos. But overall, these are very competitive fees. And actually, if you have a balance of FTT, so that's FTX's token, you do get some extra discounts as well as the 5% discount on your trading fees forever if you use a referral link. Again, I'll put that in the description below. Let's come to funding our account then, and there's two main ways you can put fiat currencies on account with FTX. One is a card and one is a bank. The easiest way is to come up to your wallet right here, so click on wallet, and then you can come down and see all of the assets that you can trade, deposit and withdraw. If you're in the UK, yes, you can deposit GBP. If you're in Europe, yes, you can deposit euros as well. Actually, pretty much all of the major currencies are supported, as you can see here. Let's make it easy though and just go with a USD deposit. So we can come across and press deposit right here, and it will give you a lot of options with USD. It is going to change depending on what currency that you have. Of course, if you're using euros, you can use a SEPA transfer. But for US dollars, we have these options right here. So firstly is depositing via a card. Very simply, just use a credit or a debit card, and it will put that US dollar onto your FTX account. A bank transfer is slightly more complex. So if we come to deposit once more and then choose a wire, you can see the banking information here. If you do want to deposit US dollars, then you'll have to choose this one, the receiving bank. So you have to put that information in here in your banking application to submit a wire to submit those USD funds. You can see all of the banking information for FTX right here. You have to use the receiving bank and not this beneficiary bank up here. Just to show you how this would work with something like sterling or euros as well. If you come to deposit, you can just see a wire instruction here. And yes, you will have to use the receiving bank again. So Citibank in London, use this information. You've got the SWIFT and sort code here to put in. When you are depositing fiat currencies, the most important thing really is to add your account number, and I've blocked it out, but it will be here. That is absolutely vital that you include that as a memo so they know which account at FTX to put your wire into. So if you have some fiat currency on your account and you want to go ahead and buy some cryptocurrency, the first easiest way is to go to the FTX homepage, scroll down a little bit, and you will have this easy convert feature. In fact, you don't even need to do the deposit first. you can actually do that whilst you're converting. So let's say you want to actually use some US dollars to go and buy some Bitcoin. You can simply choose the amount that you want to spend. So this is in US dollars right here. So let's say I want to buy $1,000 of Bitcoin. All we have to do is just go and deposit straight away, and it will go through to those banking details, or you can pay on card. Cards are more expensive though. Usually the fee will be about 2% or so to use a card, as opposed to a wire bank deposit, which is usually free of charge, and you get lower trading fees as well when you're using the advanced trading features, which we will get into in a second. The easy convert feature, as you can see here, is slightly more expensive, and you'll be making what's called a taker order or a market order. So you'll probably be getting a slightly higher price and also slightly higher fees. So for this convenience, you will be paying a little bit more for your crypto, and you don't have a lot of the professional options that you get when you're trading on the advanced screen. We'll get to trading in the advanced screen though, but first I want to show you how to deposit cryptocurrency onto your FTX account. Once more, we can come to the wallet right here, and whatever cryptocurrency that you want to deposit, for example Bitcoin or US dollar Tether, simply come over to deposit. So I'm going to show you USDT right here, a very popular stablecoin. Other stablecoins are supported though. Now what you can see are the deposit options, and FTX has some really good deposit options. It actually supports a lot of different blockchains with USDT. So we can see right here that you can use ERC20. That is an Ethereum token. So you can use the Ethereum blockchain version of the USDT stablecoin. You can also use the Tron version as well. That's really good because Tron fees are way lower than Ethereum fees as of making this video. So what you can do is get your Tron address for USDT and copy that. And then if you have US dollar Tether on another account or an exchange or a wallet, you can transfer it in as long as you can use the Tron blockchain on both applications. So to deposit USDT, for example, I'm just going to copy my blockchain address. As you can see it here on FTX, I'm going to go over to another wallet address that I have, make sure that I'm sending US dollar Tether, and just simply paste the address in here. You can see it's already recognized that I'm using a Tron network address, so I don't have to change anything there. And you can see the difference. On Binance anyway, a Tron transaction will cost me $1 to send, no matter how much I'm sending. And if you look at Ethereum, you will be spending $10. So that's a huge difference for exactly the same transaction. So you'll be getting those US dollar Tether over via a blockchain transaction, and after about 5 or 10 minutes or so, that will end up in your FTX account. If you want to transfer another type of cryptocurrency, you can do that. For example, Bitcoin, just press deposit as well. This is my Bitcoin address right here. So if you have Bitcoin at any other place, just copy this address, make a withdrawal from that wallet, and it will go over the Bitcoin blockchain into your FTX. As for withdrawing fiat, you can currently do this on FTX. This may change depending on if your bank actually supports it. You can see the list of supported currencies for deposits and withdrawals right here. So USD, Euro, GBP, and a lot of the main currencies are supported. Something to be really aware of though is that if you withdraw below $10,000 worth of value in fiat currency, they will charge you a $75 fee, which is actually quite a lot. If you're withdrawing over 10,000, that will be a free transfer out. As you can see by the T&Cs, it may take a couple of days. Let's come now to the supported markets on FTX though, and there are a very many of these. You can simply come to markets right here in the top left, and you'll see a lot of cryptocurrency markets, but also normal foreign exchange markets as well. There is a futures market, which we're not going to get into in this video. If you come to spot right here, you will see crypto and fiat markets, which is really good. So if you have US dollar on account, you can simply go ahead and buy Bitcoin or Ethereum. You do not need to transfer that into US dollar Tether to then go and trade a cryptocurrency. So you can actually just have a complete fiat to crypto transaction for a lot of big cryptos. Bitcoin, Ethereum, you can also see Matic is supported, and Solana as well. So a lot of the big names just have a fiat to crypto conversion. There are also foreign exchange markets on FTX though. We can come over to fiat right here, and then you have a lot of very simple fiat exchange markets. So if you want to transfer USD to euros or GBP to USD, you can do that. FTX also have extra markets, for example, leverage tokens. So if you want to trade a currency pair on leverage, you can see 3 times leverage, 1x leverage, 0.5x leverage. You can trade that, and what this means is that any movements in the price will be exaggerated. So for example, if Bitcoin goes up 1% and you're having 3x leverage, then obviously Bitcoin would go up 3%. If you have minus 3x leverage, it would actually be going down 3%. There are also volatility markets on FTX. So rather than trading an actual price move, you're trading volatility itself. So if you think Bitcoin is going to become more volatile, you may want to trade a volatility market, which will go up and down depending on how volatile the price is, not actually the price move itself. Learning how to trade these markets is for a separate video. So let's just come on to the easy beginner tutorial, which is a spot market. We're going to look at buying Bitcoin and spending US dollar to get that Bitcoin. So this is the spot trading screen. What we can see on the left hand side is a simple chart of Bitcoin against the US dollar. So you can see up here, we know we're trading Bitcoin, so that's our buying currency, and we're spending US dollar to get that currency. You can just press this arrow and you get a lot of different markets though. These are futures markets in Bitcoin. You can see these are leverage and volatility markets. Spot market is the cash settled market. So if you want to use euros, US dollar or US dollar tether to buy Bitcoin, you can do that here. And these tokens essentially bet on different movements in the price of Bitcoin. When it comes to the chart, FTX uses TradingView. You can see TradingView right here. So this is the same as most other exchanges. Your indicators are up here. So let's just put in some moving averages. So I'm going to put MA like this, and it will come up with moving average, and it will put that on the screen for me. You can then come and change this moving average. So you can come to the options menu. We're just going to change this to a 50-day moving average instead of a 9-day. And then with the style, just scroll down and change thickness and opacity, just how you want it. That's fine for me. So now we can see a 50-period moving average on there charted for us. You can add a lot more indicators. If you want to know how to use indicators and also technical analysis when trading, I've got specific videos on that. So I'll link them in the description for you. If you want to change the time scale of the chart though, something really important, you can come up here. We're on a 15-minute chart right now. We're going to go to a 1-day chart. So this means that each candlestick represents a day or a 24-hour trading period. You have some easy deposit and withdraw options right here. So if you have a US dollar balance, you can just deposit and withdraw. And then right down here are our trading options. On the left-hand side, we have the order book. The order book shows all of the live orders in the market. All of these green orders right here, these are people that want to buy Bitcoin, and they are showing us their bids. What you'll see at the very top is the very highest bid for Bitcoin, and then progressively lower, you'll see cheaper bids. So you can see right now it's 37,345, and then coming down, you can see the price just gets lower and lower. The current market in Bitcoin is essentially when the highest bid and lowest offer meet each other, and that's when they trade. On the right hand side, you can see market trades. These are actual trades that have gone through in BTC on the FTX exchange. So we can see that the current price for BTC is around 37,350. It's actually going up a little bit now. So started off at 351, 352, 353, and then 354. So the price has just gone up a teensy bit since we've been talking about the price. On the left hand side, if you want to be a maker of liquidity and you want to bid for Bitcoin, then you'll have to come around this level and put in a price around 37,355, 37,358. So you can do that. You can come over to buy BTC right here, and on the price, we can say 37,358. Where will our bid be placed? You can see it will actually come quite a lot lower, down around here. The price is moving up right now. So what you can see is that our bid will actually match here, maybe come a little bit lower depending on the current price. If we put a price in a little bit higher, for example 37,400, what's going to happen to our bid? Well, we're going to trade straight away, because what we're saying is that we're happy to spend 37,400 to buy a Bitcoin, and the current price is 37,355 or 360. So that's way below our current price. So we'll actually trade straight away, and we will go and trade with the best offer price or the lowest offer price right here. Because our current price is actually higher than the lowest offer, these are people selling Bitcoin, we will be what's known as a taker of liquidity. That's because we're taking someone's order off of the order book. Our price is way above their best price, and so we'll trade straight away. We will be taking their liquidity from the book, and like we saw with the fees, we'll be paying a slightly higher fee because of that. You can therefore become a maker of liquidity and say, I actually want to bid for some Bitcoin, but I'm not really happy to pay this price. These prices are a bit expensive, so we're going to change our bid to 37,350. What's going to happen is that our bid will come somewhere around here, and we can't trade straight away because we're not bidding enough for Bitcoin right now. The actual price, as you can see on the right hand side, is about 366, so we're a little bit cheap, but our order will come on the book and it will stay there until or if the price gets to our level. If it does get to our level, then that's great because we've got some slightly cheaper Bitcoin, at least compared to now. And because our order actually goes on that book, we will be a maker of liquidity. And that means that we'll be having those slightly lower fees called maker fees. In order to ensure that you're always paying maker fees, you might want to press this button here, which is called post, short for post only. What that means is it will only put maker orders on the book for you. Let's say we change our order to 38,000. So we are way above the current best offer. So we're happy to pay this much. Well, we can't actually put a maker order on the book because our price is too high. We'll just trade straight away. So what will happen is that the system will say, you only want to be a maker of liquidity. Your price is too high. We're just going to cancel that order. So it won't go through. You won't trade. You won't be a taker of liquidity, and you'll have to go again with a different order. This button right here, IOC, is immediate or cancel. What that means is either your entire order can be traded at once immediately, or if it can't, the entire order will be cancelled. Some traders like this, but if you're just looking to pick up some Bitcoin, you might want to leave it off. And of course, importantly, choose your price of Bitcoin. So let's say 37,380. We want to be a maker of liquidity and sit a little bit low on the order book. How much Bitcoin do you want to buy? Yes, this price is quoted per whole Bitcoin, but you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. 0.05 of a Bitcoin is fine, and it will tell you exactly how much that you need in terms of USD to spend in order to get that amount. If I just change this, you can see the amount in USD changes. It just does a simple calculation of the price per Bitcoin times how many Bitcoin that you actually want to buy. If you don't want to choose the price and you just want to trade straight away, then you can choose a market order right here. Market order, you cannot choose the price whatsoever. You will be a taker of liquidity always. All you do is choose the amount of Bitcoin that you want to buy. So let's say you want to buy half a Bitcoin. It's going to tell you more or less what it will cost you. It can't be exactly correct though, because it will trade at the best possible price it can at the time that you press this button. But as you can see right here, the price is changing every millisecond. So you will get a rough estimate of how much you have to spend, but it will definitely change when you actually go ahead and press the button. There are many different types of order. As you can see, there's stop limits and take profits. Again, I'll leave those videos in the description if you want to know exactly how to use all of these orders when you're trading. Once you've gone through and traded some BTC though, and I do recommend using this trading screen because you get those low trading fees and you have complete control over exactly how much you're paying and how much you're buying. You can come over to your wallet and you will see all of the cryptocurrencies that you have. If you want to see any of your current positions, so if you have some live positions, you have some holdings, they will all be in here. All of your fills, this is when an order is filled. So let's say you want to buy $10,000 of BTC, but you've only filled $3,000 of it because the order is still working. You can see that all here and you'll be able to edit those. You can also create different accounts. So right now I have a main account right here, but you can create a different or a sub account. So let's say you have some cryptos that you want to hodl for a very long time, or you have some crypto that you want to trade more actively. You can create that all here. And if you have an account that you want to use for margin or anything like that, you can create a sub account and that will have those cryptos in it. Also within your wallet though, as you might have seen, is something called lend or stake. So if you have US dollars, you can lend it at 5%. Same for US dollar stable coins. For Bitcoin, you can lend that out at 2%. And for supported currencies, you can stake them as well. So there's a stake option here for FTT. Like I said, FTT is FTX's crypto token. And if you hold FTT on account, you can get some discounted trading fees and some other bonuses as well. But depending on the crypto, you can either lend it at a certain percent or stake it. Very easily then you can just press this option. So if you want to stake, it will take you right through to the staking options, and you can see that you actually get a maker fee rebate right here. So depending on how much FTT you have on account, you can get some rebates from your trading fees. FTT is a crypto with an open market valuation though, and so the value can go up and down. So you'll have to make that decision whether it's worth it or not to actually stake FTT at all. Other coins are supported though. If we come up to the top menu right here, then we can come down to stake and you can see a few different cryptos are also supported. So Solana staking is supported, but certainly not a huge amount of coins supported right here. You'll find more coins supported on something like Kraken or Binance. Lending is something that you may want to do though. So we're going to come back to wallet. And if you have US dollar Tether or some stable coins on account, then lending them out at a 5% yield may be something that you want to do. If you press lend, you can see you'll have to enable spot margin trading. So let's just enable that right now. We'll enable spot margin trading, and then it takes us through to this. So what we can do is choose the coin that we want to lend out and then choose how much that we want to lend. So let's choose $1,000. Then you can choose the hourly rate and the yearly rate. So this is essentially like a money market where you can lend out your US dollar Tether to other people that are using it to borrow and trade on margin with. You might want the yearly rate to be around 2% per year, and it will work out the hourly rate for you. The rate that you specify is the minimum. So if the actual rate in the market is higher, you'll still be paid the higher rate. So if you're not doing anything else with the money and you just want to lend it out, then you may want to just put something very, very small in here, and it will be lent out at the best possible rate currently in the market. Just go and hit save, and then that will be lent out at the current market rate for you. That is though the basics of getting set up and trading on FTX. It does have very low fees and it has fiat on ramps and off ramps. If you do want to sign up for FTX, you can get a 5% discount with a referral fee. So I'll leave that link in the description. And if you need any more help with trading cryptocurrencies, I'll put those other helpful videos in the description as well. Do subscribe for daily helpful crypto content, and I'll see you in the next one.